Hey, this is King Firehawk from 1640 PWPR. Coming up, the Blind Tag Podcast, which is exclusive here to 1640 PWPR, the home of pro wrestling podcast radio and more.
Hello out there in the podcast world. Once again, you've reached the Blind Tag.
Oh, we are back.
We're back in action.
We're back.
And I want to apologize for being away for so long. It's been a few weeks. We apologize with the holidays and my new work schedule and getting everything sorted out. It's sort of a little difficult to get in front of a mic, all three of us anyway. But we're back. We're back in action. I am, of course, Big Dick Gideon, alongside, as always, Kryim and Dante.
Yep.
Hey. You were going to say Blaster Master.
No,
you were close to say you were going to go. You were going to be. I saw it happening. You wanted to call yourself Blaster Master.
No, I'm good. You don't have to worry about what I'm doing. Okay. All right. So we're going to start off because it's been a few weeks. We have missed a few major angles, but they've been covered relatively well. So we're going to head and try to stay current as we can.
Current.
By the way, Happy New Year, everybody, and
yes.
I hope everybody had a happy holiday.
Absolutely.
I know we did.
Yes, we all had a good holiday. We all had a good Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas. But we had a great New Year, and we're looking to kick it off.
You know, the New Year, I had to work, but then eventually I came home and I saw the ball drop, and it doesn't like change every year. I don't think like New Year's Eve. Yeah, like there's nothing different about New Year's Eve anymore on TV. It's always the same.
No, we're just old.
Well, it is
we're just old.
See, that's the thing. We didn't watch the
New Year's Eve rockin' special. Or whatever they call it.
with
Dick
Clark
Clark
counting down.
Mad Potato.
No, that was after the stroke. Okay, that was after.
Well, you know,
that's the current guy.
I don't know. Maybe we are. Maybe I'm just getting
old.
and I'm watching.
Because
like, I have no idea who these people are.
Because we're old and we're old and in the way. That's us
and
right now.
And also, it landed on a weekday. You can't really party on a weekday night.
Oh, I could.
Any day's a weekend if you're brave enough.
Next year we can't. Well, like you said, we're old and in the way now, so we can't party during the week anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
We can only do it on weekends or on vacation.
We live it up by sleeping. That's
Oh God, I'm a master at sleeping. Anyway, so we'll go ahead. We'll kick it off. We'll start talking about the next pay-per-view that is coming up.
Which one's that?
That's the Royal Rumble. Okay.
Royal Rumble.
And of course, Royal Rumble pretty much sets up everything for the next year. Okay, people like to say that it's WrestleMania that sets up everything for the next year. I disagree. Mm-hmm. Okay, but so we got the Royal Rumble coming up, and for those that have been following Raw, which I imagine most of you have, the Royal Rumble match is now no longer for the right to wrestle at WrestleMania.
Well, this year
anyway, it's basically a 30-man match for Roman Reigns' WWF World Heavyweight title. He will be defending essentially against 30 people.
What a faux pas you just did.
What do you mean?
You called it WWF.
Did I say F?
Yes, you did.
Oh, no.
Man. F you.
He doesn't work for the Panda.
Yeah, he does. Shut up. But so that's going to be the main event, which is interesting because Roman Reigns it only took him a year to fix the faux pas that they did by putting Roman Reigns against Daniel Bryan. But they fixed it, and now Roman Reigns is over.
Yeah, no, he is.
He is over as the champ, which is exactly what they wanted in the first place.
He got over in Philly, no less.
Which was the same place that they damn near booed him out of the fucking arena last year at the Royal Rumble. Okay? So...
Oh, those fickle fans.
Yeah.
You know, here's the thing about what I've been watching about the Rumble, they're like, it's the first time ever this has happened. And, like, while technically their wording is correct, it's the first time the title is being defended
in the Royal Rumble.
In the Royal Rumble. It's not the first time that the title has been up for the prize. That was in 92 when Flair won it.
Yeah.
You know.
But it is the first time it's being defended.
Which, by the way, if you guys want to get technical, I mean, it is a one versus all mentality because
Well, that's what they're trying to sell. I'm telling you.
Oh God, yawn once again. How many matches like this have you seen?
Well, here's the thing, though.
They used to do it with Daniel Bryan.
But
on Monday nights.
But the reason why they're doing it is because it works. The crowd's into it, and they're selling tickets. Okay, every time that someone punches Vince McMahon in the face, okay, they're over.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, ching, ching. Yeah.
It might as well make that sound when they hit him, okay?
money, money, money.
Yeah, he comes in, he plays the evil boss like he does because he's just fucking good at it, okay? Because that's kind of a shoot, because maybe he is really like that kind of evil.
In a way, it's rumored he is.
Yeah.
I've seen some couple shoot videos, and
I've heard some shit.
Yeah, I mean, like, I've heard some stuff, but I've also heard that, he's not nearly as the tyrant as some people make him out to be.
No,
I'm guessing that if he likes you, he likes you.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, he'll never like you.
Yeah, I get that. But what I'm saying is, they're doing this formula. They're trying to turn Reigns into sort of like another Austin. Sort of. Give it time. Okay? Give it time. Because Brock Lesnar is still in the picture. Okay? Once Brock Lesnar is maybe not in the picture so much, which may be a little while, obviously, I bet you Roman Reigns becomes very Austin-esque.
Speaking of Lesnar,
yes,
he did come back on Monday night, correct?
Yes, he did.
Can I just bring up one thing that
forced
me to walk away from watching Monday Night Raw?
Go right ahead.
JBL. JBL, man. I could... Look, I love...
JBL and his quest to be relevant.
I love New Orleans, okay? And anybody who knows New Orleans knows that Bourbon Street is at least 2 miles or 3 miles. See, even the phone agreed with me.
That's me being an asshole. Sorry.
2 to 3 miles away. That's where the arena was.
Yeah.
There's Bourbon Street right down the road. No, it's not. And then I could have done a drinking game of how many times he would have said Mardi Gras or Bourbon Street.
Or I love it.
And
you'd be dead. We would have had to bring you to the hospital.
What did you guys equate it to? Your dad trying to be the cool guy around
it's
friends?
like when you're 11, okay, like 10 or 11 or 12 years old.
It's more like teen.
Okay, maybe early teens, maybe 13 or 14, and your dad is doing dad jokes in front of your other 13 and 14-year-old friends, and it's just embarrassing.
Yeah, like I know relevancy, this, and that.
I'm hip.
Like you talked to me about the Stardust match when Cody was trying to do
a tribute to Bowie,
a nice tribute to Bowie, which was cool.
Rest in peace, Bowie.
But for fuck's sake, they kept JBL kept throwing out these references like
he's the man that fell to earth as he's climbing up the ropes.
Yeah, it's like
really?
Yeah, we get it, Bowie. Yeah, we get it. We fucking get it, Dad.
I mean, even Y2J got into the that was a Lesnar reference and that was a Bowie reference. It's like, stop talking down to the fucking crowd, you idiots.
Jericho, that's a shame because Jericho's much better than that.
Oh, it was just, it was bad.
He's much better than that. It was
cheap heat. The whole thing was nothing but cheap heat. It was horrible. Horrible.
2 weeks ago, he came back, right? Jericho came back.
And then he announced himself for the Rumble.
Yeah, he announced himself for the Rumble, and he was doing a repartee with the New Day, right?
Which is funny, by the way.
Which was fine, but he was just like, every arrow in his quiver.
He had to shoot.
He one right after another, rapid fire. Every fucking slogan, boom, rapid fire.
It was kind of like...
There was no setup.
There was no setup. There was no honesty to it. It was all like just to get his fucking catchphrases out.
It was kind of like when The Rock came back for WrestleMania and he didn't have his old flow, so he had all his notes still written on his hand.
And Cena fucking called him out for it, right?
Yeah. So it's kind of like that. I mean, at first when The Rock did come back, he stutter-stepped it a little bit, but once you get back into that flow...
I don't know. I'm kind of, I'm worried whether or not... Jericho will be able to fucking get back on it because if he's got to tell you that it's a reference to Bowie or the reference to Lemmy of Motorhead.
It's all cheap heat. That's our cheap pops.
So dumb,
cheap
though.
pops.
Oh,
Sorry
God,
about
that.
It's rough.
Yeah.
But I am curious as to how the Rumble's going to go.
Do you think Roman goes over?
Yeah.
Yep.
They still need to... The thing is, I don't know what's going to happen because Brock Lesnar's in the Rumble.
Yeah.
Okay? So, Brock Lesnar's clearly going to be number 30. All right?
You know my thoughts?
What?
Because I've seen them coming down for it, and there's been rumors of it that they're going to try to set up a Brock versus Kevin Owens match at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It comes down to Brock, and it comes down to Brock. Let's say Brock is in the final 4.
Yeah.
Owens comes back, knocks out Brock.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
doesn't
fun.
that make Brock look a little
weak.
No, you can easily sneak it by.
Here's the thing.
That's
Well, it
only-
depends.
that's-
Kevin
that's-
Owens needs to do it dirty. He can't do it
that's
clean.
only if
Takes a chair,
Yeah.
knocks Brock the fuck out.
Yeah.
it wouldn't be the first time that they've waited until Brock's been absolutely exhausted from
Yeah.
working a match. I mean,
Well,
that,
that's what I
think.
think. That's why I think Brock is going to be 30 because I don't think Brock has the fucking stamina to do a whole Rumble.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, listen, Rumble's pretty much punch kicks these days.
Understood, but he fucking turns red after 5 minutes.
He does. He turns into a juicy apple.
I fear.
He's gotten better. I mean,
has
wasn't
gotten better.
the first time he came back.
Oh my God, you remember when he beat fucking Cena at SummerSlam?
Oh my
I
God.
thought he was going to die.
He was, like you said, he was red like an apple.
a juicy apple.
I'm like, damn, dude, you need to get the doctor in there.
He went from my color to immediate Hogan color.
Yeah.
it was weird.
You mean Brother Love color?
Yeah, right. He was just
Brother Love.
Remember, he's like, I love you. But he was always that red color, as red as his tie was.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It just, it was really, really. I just don't think he can go a 45-minute Rumble or whatever it is.
But he's not really bumping or moving. He's punch kicks, chokes.
If he falls out the ring at some point,
he's
maybe
going
he can
to
get a rest.
and rolls back in.
They could do that. I mean, it's...
They did with Rusev last year.
If he didn't go over the ropes and went through the ropes, I
Yeah.
think that's how it works, right?
Yeah. But yeah, I dig the Kevin Owens Lesnar angle.
I do.
I can see that.
But there's also you know what? Before we get into who's coming to WWE, but first we have to analyze why new people are coming in. Okay, and new people are coming in because everyone and their mother is fucking injured.
Everybody.
Yep.
Everybody, even Mr. Superman himself, John Cena.
John Cena just had soldier surgery.
The thing that attaches your arm. It's bad.
That one. It hurts.
The shoulder surgery. He's fucked up. He's going to be out until SummerSlam probably. And, Rollins is gone. Rollins may never wrestle again.
Or at least anywhere near the level that he was.
Was it Sasha that just...
Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks is hurt. Nikki Bella is hurt. Cesaro is hurt. Tyson Kidd's still not back.
Paige just got a concussion.
And I just saw a rumor today on WrestleZone that they may be letting go of Daniel Bryant this week.
That's just conjecture. A lot of
rumor. I know, but still, that adds to the injury list as to who they're waiting to come back.
No Daniel Bryan. Right now, the only healthy people that they have, really, that are stars, you got Roman, you got Dean, you got Kevin Owens.
You got the Wyatt family.
The Wyatt family is surprisingly healthy, which is surprising because they use them every single night, but they don't do anything with them.
We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. But the injury list just goes on, and you have to wonder when are they going to get it through their skulls that they can't work these guys multiple times on a night without driving them into the ground.
Unfortunately, because you have so many of these superstars that are injured, they're going to doubly work the guys that are on the roster even harder because they need to make up for the part that,
we work these guys so hard that they hurt themselves, so we got to work these guys doubly hard because we got to make up for...
because we don't want to pay any new guys to come in and...
That's like digging a hole and expecting to be on top.
Yep.
Yeah.
They've been doing it for years.
I'm going to keep digging this hole, but I'm going to be coming up on top. Like, no, man, you keep going down.
Yeah. I hope, obviously we want these wrestlers healthy as quickly as they can come back.
But it's every other day
it's
now.
Like every other day somebody's falling apart. And when Cesaro got hurt, that made me fucking take a step back because that dude's like...
He's a workhorse. He's fucking strong.
He's like indestructible.
Yeah, but after a while, your body's going to give out. I mean, you were...
Yeah.
Kryim. I mean...
No, I believe me. I see it all the time, but when I don't know if they need to lighten up their schedule or not. Maybe they need to do less house shows.
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah, the schedule has to lighten up somewhat. I mean, like I understand, like WWE is beholden to their stockholders. They need to make money. I get that, but at the same time, you're breaking your back.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you guys wrestling 2-3 times a night?
Well, Vince has got to make that
matches,
money.
by the way.
Vince has got to make that money.
He's a billionaire. Like, I just don't understand. I hope he understands eventually that, look, you could shrug off everything, but once John Cena gets hurt, right, there's your face, right?
That's the guy.
There's Hulk Hogan, okay?
Vince has been making millions off the backs of his workers for 25, 30 years now. So no, why would this handful that are injured? He's got a whole pool ready to come up.
We'll get to that in a second. Yeah.
That was arguably one of the better promos in a long time, is when Vince and Roman Reigns were together, and he was like, "That's right,
oh, shooty.
I made money off your uncle. I made money off of your father. I lined my pockets with his money. I thought it was great. It was shooty. It was great." And then they did that stupid, he pushed me angle, and it lost me completely.
And it was honest. Everything Vince was saying was honest.
It was rough.
Like, it just like Alpha was the brains, your dad wasn't. I mean, like, it was really fucking like it kind of made you
cringe a little
on the inside, and it was, and then they lost it.
Yeah,
and it was like, oh, my neck, and they did this whole long drawn out arresting thing,
and there was so much that they could have done with that. They could have so much gone the old Austin Mick Foley route with that, like having
Roman Reigns shoves him, like gently pushes him down. If that was Austin would have fucking put the boots to him.
No, but I don't mean it. Like, have him when he's being processed, have him put in a jail cell with some really stinky old bum or something. I mean, like, they could have done so much with it, and they dropped the ball so bad. They should have arrested Steph with her screaming in their face like that too. I mean, like, if it was real cops, she would have been arrested as well.
Oh yeah.
Because she was just
disturbing the peace.
It's kind of like the whole thing when Triple H let Steph sit in the jail cell.
Yeah.
When she slapped Nikki
that was great.
Yeah, Brie or whatever.
Brie, whichever Bella it was. Now it's irrelevant.
But now that there's so many injuries, we have to bring in new talent, right? So we are. It's official, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Still rumor, but come on. I mean, like they are already talking about. They did the rumor on WWE.com.
Yeah. So Bullet Club is looking to come over to WWE, and for those that don't know what the Bullet Club is, it is a faction over in Japan, correct?
New Japan Wrestling.
Yeah, New Japan Wrestling. That Finn Balor, who then was called Prince DeVitt. Okay, it's basically the faction that he was a part of. Mm-hmm. Very good wrestlers.
Yeah, wasn't AJ Styles actually replaced him? Didn't he?
Yes.
AJ Styles, Doc Gallows, and another gentleman, I can't remember his name, but they also got they also signed the current New Japan Wrestling champion.
He's a Japanese gentleman.
Yes.
It's okay. It's all right.
Shinzo Sasaki or
okay.
Something like that. Forgive me.
Johnny Dazaki.
I don't have. I mean, like,
did you say Johnny Dazaki?
Not even close. I have it. It's on Lords of Pain right now. You have it up there.
Oh, okay.
There should be the gentleman's name.
But didn't that rumor first start?
Shinsuke Nakamura?
Nakamura. Yeah, that's it.
But the rumor started with the Bullet Club when it came through that WWE had actually bought the rights to the name.
Yes.
Yeah, once WWE buys the right to your name,
they're bringing you on.
You're done.
Yeah.
You're pretty much
goodbye.
Coming in. Yeah.
Hey, Undertakers, remember them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me tell you a story. This is story time. For those of you who don't know, Mark Calloway, the Undertaker, was not the first person to hold the name Undertaker. There was a group, a tag team on the independent circuit that were called the Undertakers, and they were basically doing the Undertaker's gimmick. They have the body bag, they have like the old dead look and stuff like that, the hats and everything. And Vince loved that idea so much that he wanted to buy it from them. And what happened was he brought him in, sat him down, and he was like, okay, I want to buy the gimmick from you. and okay, but instead of money, they wanted either contracts or they wanted a shot at the company. And Vince was like, oh, okay. So he bought the gimmick, put it on Mark Calloway, and then that team became like Power Team 2000 or something, like some really bad name. And they lasted they had him on for 2 matches, and that was it. Done. You're fired. So
yeah, this might turn around and bite some people in the ass.
Power Team 2000.
Yeah, you know what? It's
rough. Like they got did dirty. I mean, let's be real.
But that's how Vince does business.
Excuse me. You played Dungeons and Dragons before, right?
Yes.
Do you ever, when you rub, if you find a genie lamp and you rub the genie lamp, are you specific with your wishes?
Fucking yeah.
Well, what do you think Vince is? He's a fucking genie. You want this wish? Cool. That's your wish. You got exactly what you asked for. Away with you.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah. You got what you wanted. You wanted your matches. There you go.
Same thing with pirate law.
Yeah, it's pirate.
You know, with us with pirates.
Sea lawyering.
Sea lawyering. Yeah, we're good at that. Loophole. Oh, don't leave a loophole open. We'll find it.
But yeah, so we got the Bullet Club coming in. That should be interesting. And with all these injuries, they got to bring Finn Balor up, right? They don't have a choice.
I don't know. I mean, like
he's fighting now.
He doesn't want to. I know he doesn't want to.
I think if I'm not, I would like to see Bullet Club AJ Styles, instead of going to NXT, go directly to the main roster.
Yeah, but here's the thing with the crowd in NXT will know who the Bullet Club is.
Yes.
The crowd on Raw will not.
Maybe not, or maybe they will. I want you to think about this. See, I thought about you said the same thing a couple weeks ago, and I almost want to disagree, because people are starting to pay attention to NXT, and they're also starting to pay attention to the main roster. Look at everybody starts cheering for Sasha Banks. Nobody knew who she was, but she came to the main roster. Everybody loves Sasha Banks. Paige, Charlotte,
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens.
I believe that's happening because people who watch Raw are getting extremely bored.
And they're going to watch NXT.
It's the same reason why we all went to stay up and watch ECW at 12 o'clock at night, because it was something new and exciting and fresh, and it's something that the business needed. And you know,
I mean, but the thing is, with everybody hurt, John Cena's out, and let's face it, the Undertaker needs an opponent at WrestleMania.
Apparently, they don't have him. Apparently, they were going to put John Cena against him, but John Cena's against, because it was supposed to be a Legends versus Legend match, which is fine. But they don't have a backup plan for him now, because nobody expects John Cena to get hurt, so they don't really have.
I still think we should go with the idea that we were talking about, is give it to a young guy, like you were saying. But that would be the time to bring him up.
Yeah. Being the entrance for Balor versus the entrance of fucking Undertaker, that's money.
That in and of itself would be worth the price of admission. Because if you haven't seen Finn Balor's entrance at a pay-per-view, it's awesome. Okay, I'm not a mark or anything like that, but that shit looks good. Yeah, okay, his fucking body paint always looks fantastic. It's part of the show, and I think he's one of the I won't say few, but he's one of the workers that understands that the intro is just as important as the match for getting the crowd into it.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing that's lacking in the indies as well.
True.
Is that they don't give you enough time for your entrance, because part of the time these guys don't know how to, run a show as far as time.
Yeah.
They overbook their shows. They put, they can't keep to the times. You've got these guys that are time hogs that can't stay to their 8 to 12 minute, and they have to go 20, which then shortens everybody else's matches. Or, like what happened with us, the night that we won the titles for SWF, what was it, 10:45 we got the titles, and there were still 2 more matches after us. There was 20 people left in the crowd.
Yeah, people were tired. It's a very fickle thing to run a wrestling card. You have to put on enough matches, not too many matches.
Yeah.
You got to make sure everybody sticks to their times, because if you don't, you're going to go overtime, and then you're going to, you have to pay the building extra money, because you have to, you got to take all your shit out of it.
And I'm not knocking all feds. I mean, look, as much as I have a personal issue with certain people over at PWS, I think the Fed itself, they do take time with the character development. And
it's well run.
Yeah. And so does Jap. I mean, when they run their shows, it's the same thing. They dedicate the time for the entrance and the character development, and they let the crowd know who the person is.
Yeah.
Half the time you go to these indie shows, they're like, "Who's that guy?
I'm coming through tarp.
That? Yeah.
I'm coming through tarp.
Yeah. What's the entranceway? Oh, it's a doorway with tarp over it. Okay.
Or a curtain that barely stays up because the duct tape won't stay on the piece of fabric.
Yeah, we've done that where we're standing behind that. We're standing
and
behind
we're
the
actually
curtain.
holding
we
it
have
up.
to hold up the curtain because it fell down while we're standing there. Like, oh, okay, cool.
Welcome to the Indies. You know what we should do? One day we should do a show about all the horrors of Indies.
There are some of these federations that I've seen you guys work for that you were literally one step away from wrestling on the trampoline.
Okay.
It felt that way. It felt that way.
Anyway, so Bullet Club, yeah.
AJ Styles, I think he'll be a fantastic addition to.
They need that. Yeah.
I'm just surprised that they hired Doc Gallows back because he had 2 runs in WWE and he did not
do well.
It's not that he didn't do well. It's just that he didn't really get as over as he should have. I mean, personally, I like the Jesse and Festus thing. I thought that was fucking amazing. Okay, I thought that was great.
Oh well, yeah.
But I'm not the entire universe, right?
Well, yeah.
And then they had Luke Gallows, which they was all right because they had.
How many people are in the Bullet Club officially?
They have the 3 people that are coming over.
Okay.
And so yeah, I think
it's 5 altogether.
5 altogether, yeah.
All right.
The Japanese gentleman and.
See, they're bringing stables.
No, Nakamura is not a member of the Bullet Club. He's actually just their champion.
Yeah, but they have, I believe, 2 Japanese members in the Bullet Club.
Yes.
It's interesting that they're bringing stables back.
Yeah,
you got the Social Outcasts, the Wyatt Family. Yeah. You're gonna have the Bullet Club.
You want to talk about that? You wanted to talk about the Wyatt Family and the Social Outcasts thing.
Oh yeah. The part that I was so this past Monday on Raw, you had Bray Wyatt come out, and obviously he was about to do his shtick, and then he gets interrupted by the Social Outcasts, and I thought for like a hot second it was going to be really cool because you had the 2 brothers, you had Bray and Bo, and they were going to fight. I was hoping they were going to rip off at each other, and they didn't. It was like a missed opportunity.
Give it time. Give it time. I think that as they start their feud, Bray's going to start going at Bo and doing what he's done with Dean Ambrose and Cena and a few others because he's going to see Bo as the weak link.
He's going to see Bo with that Bo leave thing, and you got Bray Wyatt, who's supposed to be this cult leader, and essentially Bo is essentially a cult leader-ish, okay? But just on a different spectrum. I think it can be very, very good. But they didn't even get the chance to wrestle each other.
Didn't even.
And it was their first meeting, right? Yeah. So give it time. Give it a little time.
But I'm very happy that they're starting to bring back factions and shit like that.
I'm sad they keep giving Curtis Axel a mic.
Yeah, right? But New Day, yeah. I mean, everybody's into New Day.
New Day?
Anyway, all right, so...
I don't think there's anything New Day has done so far that I haven't
disliked. Yeah.
I mean, like, the picture of the fucking them on a unicorn.
You know what I disliked? The fact that they were faces. That's what I disliked.
Did you see the thing I put about how trombone is now on the injured list?
Yeah, the trombone. Yeah,
that shit was hilarious. Okay, so this list that we coming up. Okay, we decided to look up this list. Dante found this actually, and
you're welcome.
Yes,
I contributed. Whee!
10 second generation WWE stars who totally failed. Okay, and number 10 is
as you just mentioned,
our boy
Curtis Axel. Kurt Hennig is his grandfather.
Okay. Do you agree that he belongs on a list of?
Can I say he failed? No, because he's still in.
He's still
working it. He's still working.
He just He has all the talent from his dad. None of the fucking personality.
No charisma.
He has no fucking.
Can't
charisma.
give him a mic.
Although when he was doing the Hogan.
Oh my god!
That got him over.
That did until Hogan started dropping N-bombs everywhere, and then he had to stop that.
Yeah, they're like, maybe don't do that no more. Yeah. But right, so essentially, for those who don't know, but I hope you do, Kurt Hennig was Mr. Perfect. Okay,
yes.
So if Mr. Perfect was probably number one, he was a great in-ring worker, but he's probably one of the best mic workers I've ever seen.
He was a good one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But do you agree that he deserves to be on a list of top 10?
Failed?
He didn't. He hasn't failed. He's
okay,
still there.
So you don't think
it depends on how you define failure.
Number 10.
See, I don't think that's fair to put Curtis on this list because Right? Are you comparing him to Mr. Perfect? Because that's not fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't, because
That's
Mr.
not
Perfect
fair.
was perfect. I
Mr.
mean, you
Perfect,
can't ever
yeah.
be perfect again.
Well,
I mean,
you
there's
know,
only one perfect.
This is not his first gimmick.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, he didn't fail.
They're still trying to. It's kind
gotta
of like
find
with,
himself.
It's kind of like with Cody. You just he didn't when he first came in. He just from one gimmick to the next, and I said wait until he finds the gimmick that he feels comfortable with, and he came up with the Stardust thing, and it's him.
Yeah.
He works it so well.
Brooke Hogan.
Oh fuck that! She shouldn't even be on the list as a wrestler.
Hi, my dad's Hulk Hogan. That's her.
Yeah, that doesn't.
So we're not even going to waste the airtime.
Yeah. Really?
Lanny Poffo.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Leaping Lanny Poffo. What do you think about?
I think...
For those who don't know who that is Randy Macho Man's brother.
And he was basically a jobber in the WWE for a lot of years. Okay,
But he had
which is okay.
Great poetry.
True. I mean, look,
it's,
levels.
Yeah.
Well, come
It's
on.
slower John Cena rapping.
Is he really on? But did he fail?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
He wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't over as a worker.
Who did the genius gimmick better, him or Sandow?
Sandow has he's
Had
just
the-
better on
had-
the mic.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he was.
Absolutely.
He's just better on the mic.
Fantastic.
I thought that was.
Yeah. Barry Orton, Barry O. His father was Bob Orton Sr.
I have no idea who that is.
Well, and that's why he's on this list.
I guess this is where we would need Strangler.
Yeah, we need Strangler.
Oh, I remember Barrio. I don't.
Scott Putski.
Scott
Oh my
Putski.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he deserves to be on there.
Oh my god. By the way, 2 earrings, man. Get it together.
And that was before it became
Yeah.
the in thing with the hipster crowd.
Ted
you know?
DiBiase Jr.
Okay.
I don't think this one's fair.
I don't think it's fair either, because when he and Cody were together as a tag team, he was the stronger guy. He wasn't excellent on the mic, but he could do a promo, and he's technically sound.
Look, he can't. He's not a mouthpiece. His
No.
father was a mouthpiece.
Again, this isn't fair. You're
Well, no,
comparing.
well, that's
It's $1 million man.
Yeah,
that's why I think they're saying that he failed, because he couldn't achieve what his father did, and he was fantastic in
But
the
he does
ring.
acting. He's been in
But-
a couple of sci-fi movies
Him
and stuff.
Him and
But
Curtis
that's
Axel have the same
talent.
problem. They just are no personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they tried to give everything to him. They gave him the $1 million belt. They gave him Virgil off the couch, apparently,
Yeah,
because
'cause
when
he
he
was
showed
wearing
up,
jeans and shit.
he was wearing like loafers and like sweatpants with a t-shirt.
Well, Virgil needed the money.
That's true.
Boy, howdy. But I don't think it's fair to put him on this list, especially at number 5. That's kind of harsh. Because
I feel like number 9, maybe.
Because when you compare these younger guys to, like, because right now we're comparing Ted DiBiase Jr. literally to the legacy of his father. We're not comparing him to his father. We're comparing him to the legacy, and that's not fair.
No, it's not.
Because the $1 Million Man, he got that real heat. Okay,
Yeah.
like he.
Who doesn't remember that promo
that
where-
basketball
with the kick
promo.
of the basketball, right? Like he got that real heat.
Like he got that real heat. Okay, again.
But I think what made it even worse was that it was a little African American boy that he did that to too. So it just even made it even.
You don't get paid. Oh my God! People hated
He
him.
was so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Anyway, moving on to number 4, Deuce.
Yes, I believe he should actually be at number 1.
His father is Jimmy Superfly Snuka, for those that are curious. Deuce didn't do too well because he decided that it would be a better idea to save the camera instead of the Undertaker, right?
Can I tell you, we helped train him,
Yeah.
Strangler, and a
I
few
wouldn't
other
go
guys.
at advertising that.
Well, no, it's true though.
I wouldn't.
When he first came out to Jersey, and after Dewey talked him into you should become a wrestler bullshit. Junior came out and stayed with us at our house in Clifton along with his father, and they were working at ECPW school in Lake Hiawatha. And let me tell you what a fucking pussy this kid was. He did not like to bump. He hated bumping. I mean, if you even go back and look at when he would work, he bumps like shit. Because he just didn't want to take the bumps. Which, when they called him Deuce, it was the proper fucking name. Piece of shit. perfect.
Jesus.
But,
It's the truth.
But Deuce...
Who's the one that dropped The Undertaker?
That was Deuce.
That was Deuce?
Yeah, he was his whole job at WrestleMania.
One job.
He had one job. And that was during the first Undertaker match with Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
There's the spot where Undertaker jumps over the top rope.
Yeah.
You know why he doesn't do that anymore?
Because Deuce dropped his ass.
Because Michaels was supposed to pull the cameraman, aka Deuce, into the way, and the cameraman was supposed to catch fucking the Undertaker. Yeah. Only that didn't happen. Deuce was like, and fuck, I'll catch you later.
Oh man, I love that fucking scene. I'm sorry, I'll look that up later because I'll laugh. Yep. But, all right. Oh, there it is! It's on the GIF! Oh my god! No! I'm not gonna catch you. They got it on looping GIF on their site! And he's just the Undertaker busting his ass! Oh, shit!
One job, man.
One job.
One job.
Because when the Undertaker got back up, he went, Jesus fucking Christ!
Just wham! Fucking kid! Jesus piece of shit! I mean, like, God.
You think when Undertaker was flying through the air that he's going,
you better fucking catch me, you motherfucker!
He's gonna catch me, right? Yeah, he's oh shit, he ain't gonna catch me.
That's why Undertaker, if he knows, he goes straight down, is because he was supposed to be caught at that point.
Yeah, he tried
to kill the Undertaker.
That motherfucker still owes me $3,000.
Not the Undertaker, Deuce.
Deuce, yeah. Sorry.
Fucking, he owes Undertaker a fucking neck.
Oh my god. Anyway, so we'll move on to number 3, Shawn Stasiak.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I forgot about that guy.
I'm sorry, I don't know this one.
Shawn, he was known as Meat. Shawn Stasiak had a run in WWE.
Back in 97.
Yeah, right around the Attitude Era, and he came out with Terry and Jacqueline.
Oh, wait, I remember
He was known as Planet Stasiak. He was from Planet Stasiak, and basically he was supposed to be... he was the... he's the son of Stan the Man Stasiak. And not a lot of people remember, Stan the Man. Some people do, some people don't. But this guy failed bad. I mean, like, not good.
Okay, so he was paired with Terry Runnels, Ryan Shamrock, and Jacqueline, and he would get tired from having sex with him before his matches. That would lead to him losing, which led to the girls getting mad at him. The Attitude... I remember this now. His dad was a guy named Stan the Man Stasiak, who was a one-time WWF heavyweight champion. Yeah. During the era where Bruno dominated the title scene. Stan isn't in the Hall of Fame. He probably should be just on his credentials. But Shawn's best moments, quote-unquote, may have been when he was part of the Alliance storyline in 2001.
He was?
And he was booked as an idiot that would try to attack people, mostly backstage, but instead would fall down after failing to be successful at it. Jesus fucking Christ! It sounds like they didn't give this kid much of a chance.
Well, it depends on how he was backstage. If he acted like, I'm owed something because I'm Stan the Man's kid... Well, you know what? They're going to give you they're going to put you in angles where you look like an asshole.
Wow, and he retired at the age of 32.
He retired because it was Planet Stasiak while talking in rhymes. And moving on. David Flair.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay, number 2.
Charlotte has all the talent of the Flair brood.
So, if you don't know who David Flair is, that is Ric Flair's son.
One of the many children.
Yes, one of the many children. And... he was booked like an awkward guy that didn't really belong.
Which was very true.
He had a brief run in WWE, apparently. He was with OVW, which essentially was NXT, really.
Farm League before the Farm League.
Yeah, Farm League before the Farm League. There was also an Undertaker-David match on March 14th in SmackDown 2002. Even though David did not sign a contract with WWE, he did appear in a dark match, in a match where he lost to William Regal.
Oh. Pretty sure that was just a snug fest.
Well, these days, David is out of the wrestling business. It didn't seem like something that he was interested in, which is fine.
Or talented at.
Well, it's like, just because, you're the son of Flair doesn't necessarily mean you have to wrestle.
No, it's true. But here's the thing, like, somebody should have told him, like, hey, you don't have to, because let me put it to you this way. Shane McMahon?
Yeah.
Didn't have to wrestle.
Man, he was good at it.
Man, he was good at it.
He was fucking good at it.
And now he's a politician.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it, dude. When he jumped off, look, the fucking Titantron. I'm like, dude, you're a fucking millionaire. You do not have to do anything.
You don't have to do that. He's not
Like, what are you
technically
doing?
a wrestler, and he's just doing.
And he blessed himself before he did it. I'm like, what are you doing? You're gonna fucking kill yourself for nothing.
And who's the asshole that has to follow that? By the way,
Yeah, whose match was afterwards? Like, oh, thanks a lot, Shane, douche.
yeah. You don't have to do this. I have to do this. You don't have to do this, and you make me look bad. Fucking ass,
dude. I mean, I know a lot of people don't really quote it, but that lover or leaver match between him and Test, that was a really good fucking match.
Yes, if you pay attention to the story leading up to it, absolutely.
But anyway.
So boo David Flair.
Boo David Flair. Number 1, David Sammartino.
Yeah.
His father is Bruno, in case
I'm
anybody's
not going to
curious.
say anything because I don't want Bruno to listen and club me.
He doesn't listen.
Yeah, trust me. In the mid-'80s, Bruno was in his 50s and no longer a full-time wrestler. So apparently, Mr. David showed up at WCW in 96. He actually received a cruiserweight title match against Dean Malenko on Nitro, which he lost, and that was the only time he was on WCW TV.
Yeah, he was never in the major spotlight.
A big reason for the strain in the relationship between Bruno and McMahon had to do with how WWE didn't use David in a productive way. Since David didn't get over and was used as a jobber, Bruno felt it hurt his legacy. That's why there was a lot of bitterness until things got patched up with Bruno getting inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2013. But that's number 1.
I think Snuka should be there at number 1.
No bitterness though, right?
No, none whatsoever.
I gotta go back because I want to see Deuce drop Undertaker again.
I mean, like, it's just it's not even like
I mean, he is such a piece of shit. I mean, especially the way he treats his fucking father.
Even like Undertaker knows like halfway through the jump that he's gonna have to fucking catch his, which is why
he tucked his head.
He tucked his head and goes for a roll because he's nobody's gonna catch you.
And now I gotta get up.
Like it looks like Deuce just crumples, right? Like he just
please don't land on me.
Yeah,
kind of like that girly.
Well, he has to save the camera. The camera's important.
No, even the camera.
Fucking
gets
dummy
smushed.
camera.
He lands on the camera. Look at him smack. See it fall apart. The camera falls apart.
Well, no, he's got to save the camera. Got to save it.
You fucking idiot! I can't believe you are literally, your only job is to make sure that a legend of this company doesn't bust his ass.
And Taker's never been able to work the same since.
No.
Really?
No, he's been fucked up. Like, they said
that's why he's only been doing it once a year.
They said this past year he was his best
healthy
as ever, but after that match, his health took a shit for like about 4 years.
Damn.
Yeah. Like, this is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, no, that's
this is what you're famous for, by the way.
Yeah, that's
right.
what.
This is what,
you're famous for not doing your job. How bad do you have to be? You're remembered for not doing what you're supposed to.
So, are you saying he's the Bill Buckner of the world wrestling, like the wrestling world?
Bill Buckner, World Series losing piece of shit.
He's Bill Buckner. That's what he is. He goes right through his legs.
Oh man,
Deuce is Bill Buckner. That should be on a shirt.
Deuce is Bill Buckner. But to wrap up tonight, we're going to talk about a couple celeb deaths that, unfortunately, we got to bring it down.
Oh, come on. We were just having fun.
I know.
First of all, just would like to say, fuck cancer.
Yeah, cancer can go gargle.
Not my brother, though.
Go fuck itself in the ass.
Not my brother. We're not talking about my brother. We're talking about
We're not talking about the psycho in the ring cancer.
No.
We're talking about
the actual
disease.
Horrible disease that quite a few of us have lost personal friends and family to, and in the last week has taken 4. 2 of them just today.
Yeah.
Who's
the other one was a voiceover actor and a Broadway performer who did the voice for Robin Hood. He was 80.
Okay.
And another, he was Canadian. He wasn't, he killed that British trend.
Right.
Thank God. But it was first it was Lemmy.
Yeah, then it was David.
David Bowie, and then today the great Alan Rickman. It's a very dark world now.
It fucking sucks.
Lost
2016.
a lot of magic, man.
Yeah,
Lost a lot of magic.
2016, not starting great.
No.
Not starting great. But
Abe Vigoda's still fucking alive.
I don't even know.
How old is Abe Vigoda, by the way?
We're going to find out right now.
Find out.
Go to abevigoda.org.
Yep.
And he's still alive. He's got that nature. He's got that nature boy.
Okay. It doesn't say how old he is. He just says
Wikipedia will say.
Yeah.
Go
to Wiki.
he's got the nature. You know,
maybe he's like, and I'm also thinking that
he's
Betty
94.
White Jesus Christ, Betty White's got that too.
She's got the nature.
She's the last of the Golden Girls, right?
Yeah. There can be only one.
There can be only one. But we're hoping we don't lose anybody else. Like,
fuck cancer. And speaking of cancer, Jimmy is doing okay. You know, he's fighting hard with his battle with cancer, and let's just keep wishing him well. And we do have an eBay account finally up and running. We had some issues with GoFundMe. Can't really go into it.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking of fucking Undertaker Jimmy.
You did it again. I was trying to be all serious. You dick.
I'm watching him.
You're a dick.
I'm watching. She's saying something very heartfelt and very touching.
Oh
and
my
God!
I'm so sorry.
Fucking up the spot.
I'm
man.
sorry.
I'm watching.
I'm so okay.
Bite his lips.
Okay. No, you got to pull the eyebrow. You got to pluck the eyebrow.
Like Sid.
Do the
Like
Sid
Sid.
thing. And chew the inside of your mouth. You bite the lip. Do it.
He had a Charlie Brown smile on his face, like from ear to ear, trying not to laugh. And yeah, we're talking about people dying of cancer, but that's cool. You keep laughing.
But he just keeps seeing that over and over of Undertaker smacking the fucking ground right on top of Deuce.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Right on top of a pile piece of shit.
So please talk about Jimmy. I'm sorry.
I will go on to the Elder Snuka again.
Yes, please go ahead.
So yeah, we had some issues with GoFundMe. Something about rules and
regs,
shit like that. But we have the eBay thing up, and I will be posting stuff on the Support Snuka page on Facebook. And he's back to it! Oh my god!
Jesus Christ!
Look at you!
Didn't do shit.
Man, we named you appropriately. Big
You're
Dick.
Big Dick. He started giggling. Get your shit.
For further information, it'll be on our Facebook page for the Blind Tag Podcast. Tears streaming down.
Cholera is also funny. You want to make fun of that too?
Anyway.
So that's all we got for today.
Well, actually, no. We're talking about cancer. Tomorrow night.
Oh yeah.
Tomorrow night. We obviously don our we don our other hats. We are the 8-Bit Legends.
Yes.
You can follow us on Twitch as twitch.com 8_bit_legends.
So keeping with this cancer theme.
With this cancer theme, we're going to be playing a game. It's called That Dragon Cancer.
We're usually all about the haha on the 8-Bit Legends. We usually have a good time, but there's not going to be too much haha during this one. It's a game that a grieving father made to deal with the loss of his 4-year-old son to brain cancer, and he made it to, basically, sort of quell the demons and everything like that. So we're going to be doing that tomorrow.
I'm sorry, I guess it's our turn to start laughing about, the Undertaker getting,
Well, you're laughing about you, so we're gonna it might be a chuckle fest tomorrow.
Well, I hope not. No, I've seen clips of the game and everything.
If you want to see grown men cry, you want to tune into this.
Yeah, if you're into grown men crying, go right ahead.
Which is weird, but feel free. We're do it for follows. It's to catch us on Twitch. It's twitch.com 8 _bit_legends.
Yeah, and we're also to find out when we're going to go live, probably the easiest way is to follow us on Twitter, which is at 8-Bit Legends. So.
Also, I'd like to throw in a quick plug for one of our fellow podcast families, Blading for Truth. They had me on this past week on their award show, talking about tag teams and what it was like being a manager for tag teams and stuff. And if you want to check out their show, that's Blading for Truth.
Which you should.
And 1640
Podcast
Pro Wrestling.
Family. Oh, yeah. Pro Wrestling Podcast Family.
That's right.
That's right.
Our family.
Our fam.
La Familia.
All right, so that's all we got for today. But we will be back on a regular schedule now, I think.
Yeah.
We're doing this Sunday, because if I had to drag you both into the same room, we're doing this Sunday.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So we'll do it this Sunday. All right. So for Kryim and for Dante, my name is Big Dick Gideon, and we will see you all in a couple days.
Later.
Bye.